Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 114. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me here on a very kind of drizzly, rainy Frederick day, perfect for sleeping in, hot cups of coffee, etc. If it isn't too cold, I will try to get the puppy out for a walk at some point. I think it's been about a week, maybe a little bit more since my last podcast, so that's doing good for me for sure. But yeah, so I have my big mug today of coffee, and it is red velvet. That's it. Bones Coffee Company red velvet. Bones Coffee Company should hire me because I talk about them all the time. I'm gonna slide out of frame, put that back on the coffee warmer. If you don't own a Mr. Coffee coffee warmer, you should. They're cheap and easy, and you can just sit them down and your coffee stays not scalding, but it's not cold when you get back to it either, which is nice. Okay, so today I have a finished object. I have some languishing whips I want to chat with. I want to do some dream knitting. I want to do some pattern release talk. I want to do a sneak peek of the Moana colorway, the full skein version. This is, what's the word I want? Yeah, this is the 100 skein version, and the name is How Far I'll Go, for reasons. Other than that, first week in February, second week in February, what are we up to? First week? 6. Still is the first week in February. So I hope your February is going well. I thus far have been to quite a few doctor's appointments, so I'm waiting to get some tests back. I will take all of your good jujus, pretty please. You can just vibe them all towards me so that everything is a-okay. Other than that, I have been working so hard on getting some whips done and working on a lot of pattern pieces for Bad Wolf Girl Studios. I have a lineup. I think I talked about it last time. Pretty sure I did. I have a lineup coming. I've got some testers on it, but I am actually going to need a few more. So if you are a proficient colorwork knitter, someone who understands what's going on in colorwork, that's about it. You can read a chart, knowing colors, There's no increasing or decreasing in this one, so you don't need to worry about that. What else? You are willing to make a Ravelry page. You're willing to take photos. You're willing to log what yarn you use, how many grams you used, what yardage you used, what needles you used, your final gauge by yourself, if it matched mine, all that good stuff. And the first one I want to release is Hufflepuff. So that will be this puppy sweater will be going out. My testers have been doing an amazing job, so I feel very confident pretty much in this. However, I have altered the charts and the numbers to make a human cowl version. There will also be a sweater version coming out soon, but not quite yet. Soon, so the puppy sweater will be available, then the cowl. And I'd like to release them at the same time so that one could bundle them and get a code and get a discount on both. What else do I want to say about that? So what I'm looking for is maybe one or two Hufflepuff knitters who could knit an object about so big in DK or worsted weight yarn on 7s or 8s, getting around 5 stitches per inch, 4 in a pinch I'll take, and have any sort of yarn. Can be acrylic, can be Knit Picks, can be Joanne Fabrics, Nicole Basic Stitch, could be one of mine, anything that you want to use, good by me. looking for a cowl tester to be my cover model, I would merely slip this over my head if I could. However, Gypsy's new neckline is far too tiny for me to get over my noggin, which is good because I can fit her other sweaters over my head, which means they're too big for her because my head's clearly too bigger than my dog's. All the good stuff. But yes, so if you could please either email me at badwolfgirlstudios@gmail.com or comment down below. I do check all the comments, so if you just, on a whim, just want to answer, go ahead, put it right down there. I'm also extremely active on Instagram, so if you want to get back to me on there, also fine. I do see most things, even if I'm not following you yet, they come through so I can check. So yeah, all of the good stuff. I am most active on Instagram. If you do want to follow me, you will find links all down here in the YouTube doobly-doo. But yeah, so extremely excited about this. I have lined up a sweater tester knitter, and it's just gonna make my life so happy so soon. So excited. I can't even. So, Hufflepuff. The rush is I would love to get Hufflepuff out in February. I would like to do Gryffindor in March. I would like to do Slytherin in April and Ravenclaw in May. So that's the goal. And that would be the set of dog sweaters featuring small to large. I have been working on those numbers so that small, like toy Yorkies can wear them, as well as big, great, lovable pitties. Not that the Yorkies aren't lovable. I didn't mean to say it that way. I love all dogs. We're good. But, so the little ones, the big ones, barrel-chested, working in decreases for those waists. My dog has a 16-inch waist. She's like Judy Garland over here. So all of that has been going on. My brain is going slightly, and my eyes are going a little bit cross-eyed. So I do have to take some time back from the screen daily, because staring at those little boxes for color work really just makes my head go. Other than that, yeah. So I guess that's my like admin, so to speak. That's my admin. It's what I want to say. Other than that, coffee, and I think that brings us into FOs. Does anyone spy it? Does anyone see? Can you see it? Are you noticing? I have finished my cozy classic raglan. I will stand up just to get a little bit more in the frame here. I'll back my chair up. Okay, so this is my cozy classic raglan take. I did it in fingering weight, so it's a little different. Hers DK. I have a nice long line. My armpit's probably here, and it doesn't split till about there. So that's like 4 inches more than I normally would do, but it made my sleeve shorter, so that'll work. I honestly thought that my sleeves were this long when I was trying it on, because I kept putting it under my elbow, and I was like, okay, that's good. And then I actually put the sweater on after blocking, and it grew, and I was like, yes, finally something's longer than shorter. But yeah, so it is the most incredible blue. This is by Kim Dye's Yarn. Kim Dye's Yarn in Lady Mary blue. Just love it. It's very pretty. I am absolutely obsessed. So much. Anyway, oh God, it's so good. Ah, I'm obsessed. Let me get my chair again. Okay, so I also did and you can't really see it, but it's the bottom of my sweater. I did some short rows at the bottom to lengthen it by 2 inches in the middle, but not on the sides. So what I'm trying to do is cut this silhouette down so that where my hips are, which is my bulk, where my hips are, I have less fabric. And I love to do a split hem. So with that, I'm able to open it up a bit more, give myself some invisible inches without having to do any increases. And now I'm lowering that middle bit just to cover that a little bit lower, so it'll cover your zipper more than not. It's been working. This is the second sweater I think that I've done it on, and I'm actually a huge fan. I did 2x2 ribbing at the bottom. I did 1x1 ribbing at the cuffs, and I did this sweater on a 5 because the yarn looked a little thin on a 6, which is what I normally would do. I did it on a 5 instead of a 6. Yeah, and then for the sleeves, I did it on a 5, and then I started doing 2 at a time, and I dropped down to a 4. Future Meg, I hope you're appreciating me saying this while I remember. And then when I got down to the ribbing, I went to a 2, and I did the ribbing. I started it on a 2, and then I had a 1.5. US 1.5 in my drawer, and I split the sleeves and did the ribbing one at a time because it was easier to try on to see if that's where I wanted the ribbing. So I just did the ribbing one at a time, but I tend to do my sleeves 2 at a time so that I have the right length. Yes, I know I can count rows. I'm just rubbish at it, and it doesn't really bring me joy. So what does is having both sleeves done at once, so I do that. But anyway, notes for myself for later. I would make the neck a little less tight. I think I cast on like 88 stitches or something, and it's a little tight. It's a little, I mean, it blocked out fine. It's not strangling me anymore, and it certainly isn't up here where it was. I just looked like a floating head. It looked ridiculous. So this is good. This would be better. I'm gonna let it be for now. I think I might do a folded brim where I'll just tack it. I'll just take the whole thing, I'll tack it down. But I gotta watch how I tack it down because I still need it to stretch. And like this is already kind of tight. I need it to stretch enough to be able to get over my head. I don't have a very big head. I have like a 6-year-old's head. I have like 21.5-inch head or something, like stupid little. So anyway, yeah, it stretches just enough. I did a alternating tubular cast on, cable, there it is, alternating cable cast on. I'm a huge fan. It's a little longer, it is the end. It's longer than just like flipping the loops onto your needle, definitely longer, fine. But it creates something that looks like a tubular cast on without any of that faffing. So if I'm gonna, pick my evil, alternating cable cast on, super fan. Ridiculous. Yes, and I would definitely make it again. I actually have some green in my stash that's been languishing for a while from Olan, and it's this really gorgeous green. So I think I might lean into this again and make a green one. And I think it would be really pretty. And maybe I'll have it for next St. Patrick's Day, because I think it is a bit zealous, maybe? Is that the word I want? It's a bit much to think that I'll get it done before, I mean, it's a month, but I got other stuff going on, and I just don't think I'm going to get the knitting time like that. I do already have a sweater that's green that's on the needles that I need to finish. Oh my gosh, I'll just focus on that one, and maybe I'll have a green sweater for St. Patrick's, but it'll just be the other one. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll pull that out for you in a sec. So yes, this is my only finished object. I have truly enjoyed the process on this one. Every time I picked it up, it's the most gorgeous blue. I really, truly enjoyed every bit of it. Even Sleeve Island, which turned out to not be that bad. I think I only ended up with like 12 or 13 inches of sleeve because the raglan was so low. And I'm not mad about it. I did not do my normal, I usually do like an A line increasing. I didn't do that. I only maybe increased by 8 stitches or so over the course. And then I did the short rows, and that ribbing I want to say I did on a 3. Yeah, I want to say that the bottom ribbing was a 3. I know that this was a 2 and then a 1.5 to finish. And I did a sewn tubular bind off on the, I'm sorry, you can't see, on the cuff. There we go. I'm holding it like just under where I think you can see it. It's up here. Yes, and that creates that like beautiful little, like the stitches roll over. Again, just a little bit more attention paid, and I think it elevates the sweater really nicely. So I think that's everything that I've got about this sweater. I will be wearing it all the time. You will see this as a basic spring uniform because it is nice, it's light. I finished it for Valentine's, I finished it for Mardi Gras, I did all of my goals in that, so I'm feeling very accomplished at the moment, for sure. Knock on wood that's a feeling that is not going to get me in trouble. And it's really inspiring me to try and finish up some of those sweaters that I have languishing pre-Christmas. Christmas really came and I needed to get that Frozen Fractal and then Pat's and then the 2 dog sweaters that I knit for family friends, and it was just, I was a bit burnt out. And then I got inspired by my own, which was nice, my own patterns with the Hufflepuff and Griffin Dog, Slither, Paw, and Raven Paw. So I'm really excited. That's all. So next up is some whips. And my. I mean, there are so many hiding around this house that I am finding as I am trying to clean up. But this one is Nomadic Yarns in the Remember Me colorway, inspired by the film Coco. And I think it was this blue that just, excuse me, that just inspired me to pick these back up. I had been knitting these when my mom would go to her meetings on her house, so I brought them back out because mom was doing some things again. And I got further. Yes, I did. I got just a few stripes done. It is a really, really, really pretty colorway. And it's so bright and so lovely. It arrived, sadly for me, 2 days before I lost my dad. And I was like weeping, opening it. I was like, oh my God, I can't knit these memories into this. I can't do that. Like, it's already, like, that movie's already a tearjerker, and I was losing my shit. So, I was like, nope. So I held it for a while, and then recently cast it on for mom's moving socks. They're technically mine, but my mom is moving. So when my mom moves, I knit on these. Yay, therapy. It just works for me. So yeah, I am thrilled with it. I'm really excited. I need to find the blue ball that I had for the toes. In a pinch, I could use my leftovers, but it's that ball is cotton, and this is 80/20, so it isn't the same feel. What else? Okay, I'll put this aside. So then I picked up my Ursula bag. I am obsessed with this bag. It's Molly Klein design. I remember having a small version, and I told her how obsessed I was with it, and she made me a large version, and I bought that off of her, and it was amazing. And I do absolutely 100% love my Ursula bag. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. So that's that cake. Okay, So in here is a languishing whip that I had actually stolen the needles from to knit this sweater, like you do. This is my Hermione Granger. There's a stitch marker that's gonna, there it is, fell out the bottom. My Hermione Granger sweater, also known as the Granger, on Ravelry. It is up, it is available. A few people have gotten it. Thank you, as always, for your support of Bad Wolf Girl Studios. I am a work from home wife that just does pattern designing and yarn dyeing and tries to keep her head above water. Really. So it's really fun. It has things to do with Hermione. So we've got mandrakes, we've got beetles, and we've got the Hallows. So kind of book 2, book 5, 6, 4, 4, and then 6. So I mean, I do. I love it. I knit it. I made it. I just put it down because I had other things to get on the needles, and I think that it is time to get this girl done. So, doing quite well with the body. I am already, what would we say, 8 inches? 8 inches down. This is the Prophecy prototype. Got some Black Lake, and then this is from Fairy Tale Yarns in the Hippogriff base, and I don't remember what it was called. Oh God, so sorry. The problem with having really long eyelashes is like things can physically sit on them. That was terrible. But yes, so 8 inches, and I think I only need about 14 before I can do some short row shaping and then pop some ribbing on there. So this should be like a 2-week type of project for me. Finish the body, knit the sleeves, 2 weeks. Not committing to 2 weeks, but physically I think I could do it. I have recently been experiencing a little bit of pain in my rotator cuff again, because I've been knitting quite a lot, and then now I'm getting elbow pain, just no good. I'll tell you how I'm dealing with that in a bit. And then in that bag, jammed into that bag, I don't even remember doing this, is my Tricks colorway. So this is Tricks by Bad Wolf Girl Studios. It was the Mystery Halloween colorway. I love what this stitch count is doing. So I gotta make note as to how many stitches this is, because I really love how that looks. I don't mind the pooling. Doesn't look so bad in person. Looks pretty noticeable on camera, but not really as noticeable in person. But I love what the leg is doing, and I know I've increased by like 2 or 4 stitches. So I really want to know what this is, write it down to know that my dyeing style looks good for me at my gauge on this. I would say I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 stitches per inch. I'm a very loose knitter, and I'm working on a 1, 7 stitches per inch on a 1. And like normally socks look like this, but mine always look like that because I do fewer stitches. I think I probably have 56 to 58 or 54 to 56 stitches on there. I'll have to count. And then let me pull that green out and show you what I've got going on. All right, in my Slytherin bag that I got on a D stash from Vegan Jelly. So it is this bag. It was chicken boots, and I am not a Slytherin, but I do love this bag, especially for creepy Halloween-y things. I did think I had more done on the sweater, not gonna lie. I pulled this out and I was like, oh, that's not as much as I thought. Anyway, I did get up and over the shoulder panels, and now I am on the body, so I have the full length of the body to go. If you could hear that, that was Gypsy getting up and shaking off. Oh, my little letters are on here. Oh, my niffler. Isn't it great when you refine things? My niffler's on here. Oh, and now we have a Gypsy. Now we have a Gypsy. Hi, Gypsy. Hi, Bobby girl. Do you want to come up? Hi, Bobby girl. Hi, Bobby girl. Oh, hi. There she is. Oh, hi. Oh, thank you. That's my makeup. You're eating my makeup. Hi. But yeah, so anyway, this is my Simply Cozy with a 2x2 box stitch. I think that's what it is. Hey, out of there. And it is my Forbidden Forest colorway. You can probably see it a little bit better on me. And I am very pleased with it. It's nice, it's dark. Actually, the texture is gorgeous. I think I will just pick this back up and do a bit on that. And when I can't concentrate, I'll go back to the other sweater. And I'm working on a US 6. Looks fat. Yeah, 4.0 millimeters, US 6. And I have just maybe, how many rows? 10 rows. Oh, that sounded bad. Maybe 8 to 10 rows under the arm. So lots to do on it, but this is the green that I was thinking. So perhaps it is not quite a month project. Oh, these are my interchangeables. Been wondering where that 6 went. Found it. I did not think that was here. Does anyone do this? Is it just me? So yes, I'm living in my Slytherin bag, which I will now move upstairs so that I can work on it more. Is that? And then that's everything for physical knitting. My wish knits, I still want to make Gypsy a sweater with this mandala ball, but I have changed my mind about the blue. I've now picked up the current Wool of the Andes knit picks in reddish, and I think that's gonna create that nice dark cherry color that I was looking for. I was good with berries, but I'm even better with cherries. Yeah, so I think that this is going to be Valentine's sweater, and if I really want it for Valentine's this year, I gotta get a crack-a-lackin' on. So perhaps this will be next. And then I guess that brings me into some shop stuff. So, excuse the sniffle. I am doing Moana this month. It is a movie simply flush with gorgeous color inspiration. And I think it's beautiful. It's one of the only ones that have 2 parents, start to finish, which is amazing. So, yeah, I have dyed up the first batch. Now, remember, first batch and second batch, it's hand-dyed yarn. They vary, but I can give you an idea of the color palette. I'm holding the skein in my hand right now. I'm looking at it. Do you want to see it? If you want to see it, if you want to see the full skein from the inspiration photo too, if you want to see it, I am going to show it to you, but I'm going to let you know in case you don't want to see it and you want to be surprised, okay? So I am going to pick it up in about 5 seconds, so please look away now. Thank you very much. I'm lifting the skein. So this is the how far I will go, how far I'll go. It's getting a teeny bit blown out. My favorite bit is like this variance right in here. Like just that. Oh, so good. This. And then there's some blacks, darks under there. Yeah. So I am putting the skein away. It is going away. I'm obsessed. This is right in my wheelhouse. I do love some gorgeous tones in this nature. Yes, I am quite obsessed with it. I'm going to put it down so I don't accidentally pick it back up after I told you I put it away. So it's gone now. You're safe. And yes, so dyeing up more of those today. Got 4 more orders in for the minis. So now I am counting how many people ordered in, making sure I have enough to dye up a batch at the all at once. And then the charms I've placed pre-orders for with Lindsay of Simply Serving, so she is working on those. I'll be paying the invoice and getting them here soonish. Keep in mind it is all handmade, and she has a little one that is sick at home. So she's got mom hat on pretty hard right now. We're all going to be very understanding of that. Other than that, I have been knitting a lot, especially like with these little sweaters, the color work. Yeah, it's just I've been feeling a little burnt out in my elbow region here. So my left arm is my problem. I have an inflamed rotator cuff that acts up if I knit too much, and now my elbow is joining my rotator cuff, which stinks. I am trying to get out and walk more. I'm hoping to add some lifting to my routine to build up my arm strength again. But in the meantime, to support, I noticed Gabby from Once Upon a Corgi, who is a lovely friend, and I cannot wait to see her in May, wears an arm brace. Little, let me see if you can see it. Yeah, little arm brace, like so. And it just fits on your elbow. Obviously but on your elbow, like so. And it just kind of hugs and supports that area. So I got a pack. I have a right and a left, because I have 2 elbows. Who knew? And I'll be adding that to my dye days and my knitting days, and probably when I'm sitting at the computer, because I'm also just like this. I've also made a conscious effort to not bend my arm at night. I also normally sleep curled, so I'm trying to stretch it out, leave that muscle long. I also have been trying to do like this stretch where you'll put your arm forward, bend it this way, bend it back, kind of rotating, going up and down. And I really do think getting into lifting again would help a lot. Stronger your muscles are, the less strain you're putting on them by doing such things. So that is something that I would like to physically work on, is getting a little bit of weight training back into my my regimen. I've been getting Gypsy out for some walks, which is nice, but yeah. So that is something that I've added. I've added arm braces, or elbow braces, tennis elbow braces, lifting, support, whatever you would like to call it. That's what I've added. And then a few things I just want to chatter on about. I don't know what my time is, and I can't really see it because it's so dark outside that this light is so bright inside. Which, yay, lighting. I have a 10-inch ring light from Amazon that I film with, and I think it makes a big difference. So I hope that you are seeing the difference, enjoying the difference, all of that good stuff. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about my makeup. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about eyelashes. And then I think that's it. I think that's everything I've got after that. So this would bring us into Babel. Yeah, because I covered the shop, I covered the skein, I covered the minis, I talked about the pattern release, the Hufflepuff, I talked about, yeah, I think I did everything that I was supposed to. So, moving right into makeup with Meg. It was not my idea. Jamie came up with that. But it does crack me up every time. So if you've been a longtime viewer, you will know that I really enjoy Maybelline Matte Ink. I'm trying to get it to focus on him. Can you see that? Maybelline Matte Ink. Their colors go on and stay matte, so you do want to hydrate your lips before doing it, but they do stay on for hours. And usually after even the inside of your lip goes, you'll have like a ring of lipstick for until you take it off. I recently got the lipstick remover that they sell. It's kind of like a juiced up lip balm, like chapstick to get it off. It works really well, so I'm a fan. But I got sucked in because they have Valentine's colors. And I was in CVS or something, and I saw them and I could not resist. So taking the link down. No, did I do the wrong way? No. I think that's as low as it gets. So these two are, let's see if I can do this. Savant and Revolutionary. So I've got these two colors. No, it's not pretty. Try this. I've got these two colors. I'm a huge fan. They're to go with my pink nails, which is Revel nail. It changes color when I'm cold. If you want to watch it happen, I've got it. Got a video on last week where I was touching ice cubes, so you can see it there. I'm wearing Revolutionary right now, so I'll get a little bit closer. You can see. And then while I'm up here and jamming my face into your face, hi, while I'm doing this, I am going to show you my eyelashes. So I'm going to look down so you can see that. Okay. So I'm hoping that eyeball exclusive really helps. And what I want to talk about is the eyelashes that I'm wearing, the ones that I'm not, and why. If you are totally done with my babbling, thank you for coming. I love you all. I'm genuinely thrilled when you guys watch the podcast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, continuing with the babbling. So the eyelashes that I'm wearing are from Ardell. They do several. And I can tell you which ones I liked. So I started out with their original brands of Ardell magnetic lashes. And you can see they're just jammed in there at this point. They are, they're a rough start, but they were good for what they were. They were some of the first ones that were coming out. They go ahead and magnetize from the top and bottom. So if I can get this in my hand. So they magnetize from the top and bottom. If I hold it like this, you'll be able to see. So it's a top lash and a bottom lash, and you pop them together to sandwich your lash. Now, if you'll notice the problem, they are straight across, and your eyes aren't. So when you put these on, you're trying to curve them a little bit, but it's almost not enough. And then it's very thick in one part of your eye and not all parts of your eye. And yes, I've tried chopping them down. Yes, I've tried doing other things with them. But the curve just really wasn't there. And they got a lot better with that. So this is 4 sets of lashes actually from Ardell, all jammed into one package just for emergencies. If I desperately needed something, I could make it work. But it's not my favorite. So then I went ahead and ordered a real fancy lash liner magnetic lashes lash system. And that came with this guy, which is a like a paint on. And I want to show you what the paint on looks like. So it is gunky, and my brush now looks like this. I can tell you, I did not put it in that way. Don't know what happened in there, but unusable to draw anything on your eye. Good God, never use that. I have no idea if I'll keep this. I don't think I will. It'll probably go in the trash after the podcast. I dislike that thoroughly. But I do, I think the lashes are really pretty. And with the right amount of magnetic liner, I think that they are usable. These are very thick, so they have little extra weights on there, so you can put them underneath to snap them on and help them kind of stay on there. I do love, I mean, I love the look of the lashes. I think they're really pretty. My only issue is they're a bit heavy, and when I wear them, I have to commit to that look. If you go back to, I want to say it was episode like 103 or so, I'm wearing my Sabrina orange with the skeletons, and I'm making a face that looks something like this. So in that screen shot from my previous videos, I was wearing those lashes, and they are very pretty in that video, but a bit, they're a commitment. They're a commitment to, like, I'm gonna have lashes. Now, if you want two-sided magnetic lashes, so ones that sandwich, you put on your mascara, curl your lashes, all that, and then you sandwich them. You're not supposed to try to curl them after you get there on there. So I purchased from Kiss. Sorry about this is the ring light problems. So from Kiss, I did these. If you can see, it's this one. Yeah, this one is missing a magnet. The magnet came off. So the bottom on that is kind of unusable because it just dangles. The top is still fine. And I really liked the length on these. So I would say, just as lashes, I would get these lashes, just the length of it again. But it's been a problem with that breaking off. I don't know how to glue. Oh, for one, I'm missing the magnet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm missing the magnet completely, so I have no idea what to do about that. Which kind of sidelined that one. So my most recent purchase has been Ardell. But this is Ardell with black gel liner. Looks like so. And these are the ones that I recommended to Tristan when she asked about lashes. If you're not going to glue them on, you want to do magnets. This gel has been my best experience thus far. I really do need to clean my brush a little bit more, but the gel pot has been fantastic. I've been able to, you know, control it drying. I've been able to like close it right away. It goes on kind of thick, which is good. I just give it a little bit to dry and then I pop the lashes on. They feel secure. I can't feel them right now, which is perfect. That's what you want. You don't want to feel the lashes. If you're not used to them, you will feel them for a while until you just numb out to that. Kind of like what? Like wearing a headband that fits really well, you forget you're wearing it after a while, that kind of thing. Or like you're wearing glasses and you forget you're wearing them. I don't know. But yeah, so the gel liner is the one that I can recommend most fully at this moment. I haven't tried everything. I am by no means the beauty blogger on this. There are tons of better videos to watch, and I highly encourage you to go and look them up and do that. But this is what I'm wearing right now. I love how they look when I podcast. I think they give that drama that I truly love to lean into as a theater person who doesn't like getting a little bit dressed up. I do. I also still use my stamps just because I can. However, yesterday when I pulled the cap off of my stamp liner, the whole thing came out. And then I jammed it back in, pulled it out again, and it worked. But I have a feeling that that life is going in there. Something is not right. So shall be working on that. Other than that, I think that's everything I've got. I'm gonna go finish my coffee. I'm not used to it being so far away from me. Yeah, I'm gonna go finish my coffee and have a little bit of breakfast. And it's still early enough. And I'm gonna take this sweater up so I can work on it. Maybe I'll take Gypsy's sweater up. See what strikes my fancy. I'm gonna put my elbow brace on. I'm gonna clean the kitchen. We've got Pat's cousin Craig coming over, so I'm very excited to see him. And then he won't be here till 4, so I've got some time to make sure that the kitchen, looks presentable again. I also want to pack orders and take things to the mail stop. So I have a busy day lined up ahead of me in accordance to also editing this podcast. If I have not said that, it's also something I want to do. I am thrilled that you've come to spend another hour with me, and I am so grateful for everything that you do to support. If you could please like the video or subscribe if you've not already. It actually matters when you do. It helps get my video out to other people, and maybe I will be their cup of tea too. So thank you. Reminding you to take it one cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you next week. Bye. Did it on a 5. Let me see if I can. There we go. Get my side leg going on. I'm almost done, baby girl. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Yes, I am. You're like a ninja. You blend into the dark. Let me tell you about my lipstick that stands up to dog kisses. Yes. Coco.